What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Team Solemn Circus live duels. Here on the left side here, we have Branded, and on the right side here, we have Kashtira, operated by Dan. He got third place at this tournament here, so I want to give some huge shout outs to Dan for being on the feature match, as well as giving us a deck profile that you guys saw yesterday. He didn't have a deck. He showed up and he was like, "Oh, does anyone have a deck to play?" And I was like, "I have my cash deck." So he ended up borrowing that. Ended up taking third place, which is pretty nice. With the deck there. Before we dive in, over to like, comment, subscribe. Helps out a lot. We are on the road to 5K here. I'm hoping to hit that before the end of the year. If you guys want to see any more stuff, let me know in the comment section below what you guys want to see in duels or for the channel. Regardless, we know we're doing this for you guys. And we're going to be seeing Kashtira going to be going first here against the brand. It's going to be kind of unfortunate, being able to set up a full board. And we have the unicorn search as well here, which is very rough. Being able to set Birth, and Birth is just a crazy card versus Branded. Being able to banish like a Retribution or anything, just absolutely busted in those kind of ways. We also have the Theosis here, so we're going to be activating the Theosis, and then we're going to be sending out the Fenrir. This is the problem. When you're playing against a Branded deck, a lot of the times they don't have those hand traps. So you're just going to build a board, and they're going to have a lot of cards that can destroy, like, some players are on Super Polys, some players on the Dark Ruler or Moors. The ones are on Evenly, Lightning Storms, all of these going second powerful cards. But the thing is with the deck here, they're just able to push so much, and then those huge boards, as well as we're going to be seeing the Shifter being chained to Theosis as well. So they're going to be locked under Shifter. Mirror Jade can't activate under Shifter. We're going to see none of the graveyard effects of the Branded stuff going to hit the graveyard. So Garangadon not going to be as good as it should be. They'll still be able to make Rinbrum, and Rinbrum is a pretty nice card in the because it can bounce back the Rise Heart, and Branded Fusion can still dump the Albaz as well as the Mercurier, and the Mercurier will trigger as well, being able to search, which is pretty nice. Now we're going to be seeing the regular game 1 board here, going for the Shangri-La and then summoning out the Rise Heart. Rise Heart is going to be banishing probably the Big Bang here. That's going to be able to summon out from the Shangri-La. This really is just the turn 1 play here, and then we're going to be seeing the effect can activate there. We see Big Bang summon out the Fenrir here, locking the first zone. Then we're going to be seeing them make a Rise Heart here over the Rise Heart, and we didn't see them banish the 3 face down cards that were supposed to with the Rise Heart, which is a little bit unfortunate. I don't think it matters too much in this scenario. Obviously, it changed our top deck. It does, matter in that regard here, but looking at the board is pretty oppressive. We're going to be seeing the Shangri-La summon out the Unicorn here from the deck. So both Unicorns, if they can out this, will be used. We're going to see a normal summon of a Luber here. They're going to activate the effect there. Probably going to be chaining the Unicorn, or activating Unicorn on res here. We're see them search for the Branded Lost. And then we're going to be Unicorn ripping the extra deck, taking a look here. I know for a fact that he doesn't have Lubellions doesn't have the Lubellion in his deck. This is a budget player. And he just picked up the deck, so it's pretty nice. Banishing that Lubellion is going to be also very good. But yeah, he's new to the game, so it's very nice that we see some players, coming to the game, being new to the game, as well as like these. He's very good at starting off. I wish we had more like Dragon Duels available for our locals here. Unfortunately, we do not, but if we had Dragon Duels, this guy went hard for it. So we're going to see Branded Fusion get activates here, and then, reading the Branded Lost, they can't negate the activation here. But if they have Ash, they'll still be able to activate. But they do not. I'm going to send the Albaz as well as Tragedy. Tragedy will be able to resolve here as well. Going for the second Lubellion. And they're going to be able to chain blocks. They're going to activate Lubellion as well as the Tragedy there. And then they're going to be seeing the effect of Shangri-La going to be mandatory Chain Link 1, obvious, or not Shangri-La, but Rise Heart being mandatory Chain Link 1. They're going to be banishing the kit off of the Lubellion there. They're going to be seeing them search off Mercurier. They're going to see Ad Libitum there. I don't even know if a Rise Heart's mandatory, so they have to activate. But I wonder under Lost if it does prevent the activation here. I don't want to say it negates the Rise Heart, but I feel like there's could be a possibility where it just can't activate. I mean, it still activates under Dark Ruler no more, so I guess probably not, but... And then we're going to be seeing them think here, they do have a Mirror Jade. Unfortunately, Mirror Jade, cannot activate under Shifter. It does say Send to Grave, but still a very powerful card. I believe they're trying to look it up here if they can activate. Yeah, they were just looking up the Lost effect here. So you're going to set a card here. And then they're going to go battle phase. We're going to be seeing the Mirror Jade attack into the Fenrir. And that's probably going to be fine there, unless they're going to chain they're going to chain the Arise Heart here. That's going to be banishing, and they can banish. I don't think Mercurier can activate. I think Mercurier has to send to the graveyard as cost, which they're going to take a second to read, and I believe that's what he says as well here. You can send this card from your hand or face it fills the graveyard. Yeah. So graveyard's cost, unfortunately, so we can't activate the effect. And the same thing with Mirror Jade as well, because it sends for cost. It is kind of unfortunate. It's very rough. Then we're going to be seeing the Shangri-La lock another one of those spell zones. And we'll see the Theosis or the Branded Fusion, it looked like, going to be attached there. You definitely add back the Theosis to the Rise Heart, but we're going to see them pass for turn here. If they're able to lock, they have a set card, so they're really protecting their back row there from being zone locked. And then we're going to be seeing the Arise Heart going into attack position here. Shifter is no longer live. So they were able to get rid of the Mirror Jade before it is not live, which is very nice there. We're after the Unicorn, summoning or adding the Theosis here. Then we're going to be seeing the Theosis activate. Going to summon out the Rise Heart, and then we're going to be seeing the Theosis going to be adding the Big Bang here. And Fenrir could also add a Scareclaw Kashtira here for follow up there. They have lots. It's going to be pretty insane for really anything that happens here. This is going to be 100% the Kashtira is going to play here. They're going to activate the Rise Heart here, banishing 3 this time correctly, and then we're going to be seeing them banish the Birth. Then we're going to be seeing the Shangri-La as well as Rise Heart going to be equipping here, equipping the Birth. Choosing to go for Big Eye here, which is pretty interesting. It's going to be able to steal the copy of what's his face, Aluber there. Taking Tragedy is a little bit of a misplay. You know, you don't want to send Tragedy to graveyard. That's pretty rough there. I guess, or to the banish zone here. We're going to see them activate the branded opening. It's going to be banishing a copy here of the McCourier, and then that's going to be able to activate the Aluber as well as the McCourier there. Yes, the effect of a Rise Heart will trigger as well, but I think they'll be able to protect their life points here a little bit, at least. We're going to see them activate the effect of banishing the Brandon Lost here. And then they're going to be able to search for an Albaz, and that will be able to, when it normal summon, it's going to be able to force out the Arise Heart, which is going to be pretty nice for them. They're going to take they're going to take the McCurry here as well. So, you know, if they can get rid of the, I just wouldn't be choosing those targets because you're going to get screwed over here with the Arise Heart. Going to be able to having to attach those cards. Going to be able to get banished. They're going to get their effects. It's going to be very nice for the branded player here. They're going to attach the branded fusion. Unicorn's going to attack and activate the effect here. It's going to be banishing. We're going to lock all 4 zones of their or all 5 back row here, and they're going to activate the Lubellion, or going to banish the other Lubellion there. So having both Lubellions now banished, and all spells and traps now going to be locked. So no branded fusion here unless they have a way to out the Shangri-La, which they do have the Albaz in hand. Here, and then we're going to see them going to be attacking. You know, some hefty damage there. They're able to set and pass here. They're going to see a normal summon Albaz activate the effect here, and this is going to be discarding the Adlib for cost. And like this is going to be forcing out the Shangri-La. Or no, I keep saying Shangri-La, but I always mean the Arise Heart here. And here, they're going to be banishing the Albaz. It's not going to be able to resolve here. They're going to lock another zone. They're going to be able to take another copy of Branded Fusion. There's really no need to take any of his cards. I don't really know. There's no good card to take here. So we're going to see that. And this is going to be the absolute game. Yeah, this is going to go battle phase and attack here. It's going to be over. But moving on into game 2, you know, when Cash is able to take over the board like that and you're not able to stop them with, like, we saw no going second cards in those hands there, like no Dark Rulers, no Evenlys, no Lava Golems, nothing like that. You know, it's going to be pretty much the game of Kashtira. If they go uninterrupted, it's going to be absolutely insane. I do think that Cash should have been hit a little bit harder. You know, we recently saw at the WCQ that, like, I think it was like 21% Kashtira in the top cuts, top 64, which is absolutely just disgusting. You know, still being the best decks, still being able to, like, the mirror match is obviously extremely skillful as well. Well, it depends if they open up well or not. But like, there's a bunch of different variants with the deck, as well as like a Fenrir is just absolutely busted. A singular unicorn. Like, these bodies are huge bodies. If you have Shifter, you're pretty much winning against any like rogue deck that does matter a Shifter. You know, if you're playing against like Flu like that, it's not going to matter. But the chances are you're going to be playing a deck that Shifter does hit. So potentially, you know, we need to hit that Shifter, ban it. I don't think we need a floodgate like that in the game personally. I know a lot of players are like, oh, well, you know, Shifter only works if, you know, they're going first, and or if they have no cards in their grave, blah, 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 blah. It's a dead card after they activate a card. It doesn't really matter when, you know, there's like a 33% chance of opening it. And just absolutely just destroys a bunch of decks. We're going to see the Brandon player going to be going first. You're going to activate the Fray for Patrick here, searching for the Edge Imp Chain as well as Polymerization here. Without the Lubellion in his deck, I know he's playing a little bit more of like the old version of the deck here, which is going to revolve around, summoning up the Masquerades. Double Masquerade used to be a very good card, or a very good combination of stuff here before we got a lot of the other stuff, as well as being able to summon out Chimera with that Polymerization is very nice. We're going to see Fusion Diplomat get activated here. Going to be revealing the Grand Ganol, and we're going to be summoning out the Cartesia here. Absolutely amazing card. That also reminds me, he's missing a Quem as well, but they're going to see a Polymerization here going to be activating using the Edge Imp Chain as well as the the Albaz. Going to go for Tragedy here, or going for Lubellion here. We're going to activate the effect, discarding another Edge Imp Chain off the Lubellion. Then we're going to be chaining the effect of Cartesia as well as the Edge Imp Chain in the graveyard there, searching for a Patchwork. Once again, also a very good discard engine. We're going to summon out the Grand Ganol here, and then Lubellion's going to be able to put back the Albaz as well as itself to go into a copy of Mirror Jade. We will then see Grand Ganol as well as Lost being able to activate if chosen to. And they're going to be dumping the Albion here with the Grand Ganol. And they also do not have the Gimmick Puppet here, unfortunately, as well as the other Albion in the extra deck. I believe they added off of the, yeah. We're going to see them activate. They're going to go to end phase. Albion's going to activate its effects. They're going to hit it with an Ash Blossom here. They're going to chain the Mercurier there. They're going to be setting the Branded in red off of the Albion. And they can add back the Cartesia here as well. I'm not sure that there is a Albaz in the graveyard, though. I could be mistaken, but I don't believe that there is. We're going to see them activate a Part of Prosperity here. Going to be banishing 6 cards, and then you're able to reveal the 6. We see Lightning Storm, TT, Rise Heart, Birth, Planet, as well as, I think that's a copy of, Scareclaw Kashtira. They're going to choose the Lightning Storm here. The Lightning Storm is going to activate here, going to be destroying the back row. And then we're going to special summon out a Fenrir. And then we can use, they're going to activate the effect of Fenrir, or they're going to explain what Fenrir does here. So you're going to give them a chance to, they're going to activate the Mirror Jade here on the summon. We always appreciate a player who's just honest with the, with our opponent, not being able to shark them and go like, summon effect, giving them a chance to respond there, activating the Mirror Jade, banishing the Albion before the Fenrir gets a chance to activate here. But they had the Planet regardless, being able to special summon out the Unicorn after they searched it here. Grand Ganol cannot summon out off of the Kashtira monsters because they are just inherit summons. So he's going to explain the effects here once again of the Unicorn here. Going to special summon it out, and they're going to activate the effect here. So going to be able to start some search for his Spell and Trap. They do not have anything to stop this. Probably going to go for a Birth here, because Birth can just summon back out the Fenrir and just go absolutely crazy. And after the Fenrir effect anyways here, even though they banished it first before they could activate the effect, it still doesn't matter because, you're able to search for the Unicorn, and Unicorn is just full combo here. This deck is absolutely disgusting. And then we're going to be seeing the Fenrir going to be searching for the Rise Heart. Will they have a way to out this? I mean, they can go for the Shangri-La and then summon out Rise, but we're going to see Rise being summoned out here. It might just be worth attacking into the Grand Ganol. I put the effect, banish the Mirror Jade face down. Where then we're going to be seeing the Rise Heart going to be banishing the Theosis. And they're going to be making it level 7 and banishing the 3 cards face down on the opponent controls. They're going to hard make a Rise Heart here. And they're going to activate the effect. It's going to be banishing the Mirror Jade face down. And then we're going to be activating the effect here to be able to attach. And they're probably going to attach their Unicorn here is probably the best choice. Unless they could have attached any of their Prosperity targets. Like they have some good targets in the... they have like Entis as well as... I think the Infinite Trap Goliath. They're going to see them attack into the Garanganol here. They're going to be able to attach on their card. Then we're going to proceed to end phase here. We're going to see the Albion going to be adding the Brandon Fusion to hand here. And Brandon Fusion is a crazy card. And just passing on this. But they do have the Birth here. So that will be a problem with the Brandon Fusion here. They're going to activate the Patchwork. And that will let them get their 3rd card attached to the Rise Heart here. I don't think does Birth activate when they just ever activate a spell. I thought that has to be something like special summon by using a spell. Let's see. If your opponent activates a spell or effect while you control a cat, that's disgusting. Wow. Okay. Normally they always wait till I activate the Brandon Fusion, but I guess that makes sense because then you can just banish the targets if you summon Albion. So they're going to be shooting to banish Mercurier, Lost, and Branded in red. I mean, I guess it's going to be stopping them from getting all of them. And they're going to attach the Garanganol. You have Prosperity targets. You're always supposed to be banishing those good cards. You know, being able to like put Entis onto your Arise Heart is absolutely crazy. Then we're going to be seeing them activate the Brandon Fusion here. Going to be dumping the Albaz as well as a copy of... Let's see here. Looks like they're going to be doing a copy of Albion for the dark target there. Going to summon out the Titaniclad. Interesting choice. I mean, Titaniclad is a good option to be able to beat over the Rise Heart here. We're going to see them attach the Albion here. And they want to activate a fusion deployment here. We haven't activated the effect of a Rise Heart yet. So here we're going to be seeing them summon out the Albaz. Albaz will be able to activate its effects here. And so they're going to be having to choose to force by banishing the Albaz or banishing the Titaniclad here. And they're going to activate the Albaz effect, pitching the Edge Imp Chain here, and they're forced to chain a Rise. You can't let your opponent have a Mirror Jade there. They're detaching here. And leaving the Garanganol on the field is definitely a misplay. You know, you should 100% send that Garanganol to the banish zone here, because now they're going to be able to go battle phase attack, and they're going to take the damage, and then we're going to be seeing the Garanganol going to be hitting the graveyard here. Oh, they didn't even give the Garanganol back to their opponent. Well, that sucks. They're going to pass here. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I don't think they're going to be special summoning out with any monster effects regardless. But you're going to see a Unicorn being special summoned out here. Activating the effect, you're able to search for the Theosis there. This will allow them to get into a Fenrir. They're going to activate the Birth, which is going to get them the Fenrir regardless. Activate Fenrir effect. That's going to be searching for the Rise Heart here. So they're probably going to go Theosis into, or yeah, no. Yeah, I was going to say, Fenrir should search for the Kashtira because Theosis can't bring out the Kashtira because the Fenrir is an Earth. They're going to catch the Granganol, so they're going to give it to their opponent here. And we're going to be banishing off the Scareclaw. And they could have activated the Granganol in response to this. But that would trigger the Unicorn as well as the Fenrir there. So probably not worth it there. We're going to go into a Big Eye, and that's going to be able to take the Titaniclad. And they're going to be able to summon out the Fenrir with a normal summon with Birth. And that's going to be game right there, unfortunately, for the branded player. Maybe Granganol was the play. I'm not too sure, but being able to summon out Queritus is very, very nice. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We did see the Kashtira end up taking it 2-0, being the big bad meta deck of the format there. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next one. Stay safe. Peace.